$2,500 to this evening. At this time, we got another wonderful set of people coming up here on stage. Nick and Brie from All the World Paranormal Society. And Brie, I think we're going to find out some more information here too. I guess you also have a social media platform called Be Like Brie. Without further ado, let's give a huge round of applause. What's up, everybody?
How y'all doing?
That's it? Really? Thank you.
My booze, my loves, my friends, my family, let me hear all y'all in here. Are you guys excited to raise some money for one day to remember? Come on, let me hear you in the back. Let's go. Louder. Let's let everybody know we are here and what we're here for.
Very well said. Good job, man.
You're welcome, baby.
So my name is Nick Carboni. I'm the founder of Old World Paranormal Society and Old World Paranormal Podcast. My lovely half here, she is a badass. I'm gonna tell you what, I've been investigating for a very long time, and when I met Brie, she kindly told me that she's a badass and she can do things I can't. And that is true. Paranormal road trip with Brie, remotely paranormal. Hashtag Be Like Brie. She will go into any location solo, and holy shit, I will not do that. I'll be honest with you. So if you want to tell them a little bit more about that.
About what I do? Okay, so I highlight and investigate historically haunted locations and try to get more foot traffic in, try to get the locations known to the public, especially with COVID. We did lose a lot of historically haunted locations with them not having the financial overhead to sustain during that downtime. So my purpose, what I feel my calling is to go and help these locations. Get their names out there, try to get more people through, show the availability, the accessibility, and that they're affordable. Not every location is going to cost you $1,800. But I also do a TV show, Remotely Paranormal, where Chris Smith from Hulu's Monster Inside actually tells me different challenges I got to do within a certain time frame, and I'm completely solo on location. Once that's done, I actually spend the night inside haunted location by myself. And yeah.
Yes, we've had many conversations where I put my foot down and said, "You're absolutely not doing it."
That's what he does.
And she still did. So.
Well, I got a zap, so. And I got a mean right hook.
You do.
I mean, if I'm staying in a haunted location by myself, I mean, who's gonna mess with the crazy white chick, right?
Not a lot of people, because if you think about it, who watches murder documentaries and true crime, middle-aged white women?
But I just go play with the ghosties.
One more time.
I go play with the ghosties. I play with the ghosties. You know, we play Marco Polo, hide and seek. You know, euchre. Polo.
And she dances. So let's talk about that.
My dance?
You're dancing, and why you dance on locations.
Okay, so one thing that I realized is that in January, when I did an event for Remotely Paranormal, we had 3 nights in a row, 3 different haunted locations. I started off at the haunted Hinsdale house by myself. Went to Niagara Western Block, which is actually shown on Duck Walker for 2 seasons, season 3, season 4. Nick Roth went back due to the high levels of activity that were there. Then I made my way over to Wildwood Sanitarium.
Wildwood.
Woo! We got Brooke and Zach and Miss Lauren in the house. All right. So I go over there completely solo, but after I did my 3-day run, I ended up back at Hinsdale for a collab. And decided that I was kind of tired of the same boring questions, getting very little, if any, activity. And so I started playing music, started dancing around to raise the higher level of vibrations, because the spirits that are going to want to communicate with you are on a higher level. And sure as shit, oh, sorry, I ended up getting a lot of communication with the spirits. We had mag lights going off, REM pods. If you actually go onto my TikTok, there's actually a video clip of the activity that we got there, especially when the following night I went back to Wildwood in the doll room that you guys heard Brooke talk about the doll. The doll, the crazy doll, like on the horse that sings a lullaby and like it gets kind of crazy and creepy. If you go there, you'll see the video. We ended up with a surge of activity after we played the music and danced around. Brooke actually danced with me. We did the Cupid shuffle, attempted the wobble. It was amazing.
Very timidly, though.
When you get a location owner, though, that understands the importance of raising the vibration and bringing you fun, having the positive end of it, you know, that's the important part. Because a lot of location owners are just like, give me your money and I'm out. Peace. Mic drop. You know, like, but when you get a location owner that cares about their location and they care about you having a real experience and connecting with the spirits that they've come to know and love and form a relationship with in their building, you know, like that's huge. I think that is paramount for a location owner to do that.
So let's talk about that. Let's talk about being positive, raising the vibrations on your investigation. So in this building, how many of you are newer paranormal investigators?
Put them up high.
In the back.
Let's own it. Let's own it. Because guess what? I've only been doing this since July of 2023. I'll own it. I've been dealing with it since I was 6, but I've only been active in the community since July of 2023. Don't be shy and don't be embarrassed. Own it.
Think about this. If you go to a very haunted, legendary location and you are worried about negative things, bringing home attachments, the D word, all that stuff, it's very simple. What you need to do is go in, have a good time, raise the vibration, play some music, laugh, have a good time. You know, on the spiritual side, it is all about frequencies and vibration. Okay? So, the negative things, they work on lower vibrations. If you go in with a piss poor attitude and this and that, you might get that negative stuff. But if you want to enhance your experience, have a good time, a positive outcome, good interaction, you need to raise the vibration of the environment around you. So that just you, the teammates, the location owners, have fun with what you're doing.
Oh yeah, having fun is paramount. I mean, we ended up having fun, and we ended up in the doll room. And once we were there, the energy burst that came into the room, the doll starts going off. We have a 36-foot tripwire completely below out to red and stay on red. So like a half hour, we're sitting there thinking, this energy is just kind of hovering. And then one of my mods on TikTok is like, yo, Brie, I think they killed your tripwire. Change your battery. We ended up changing the batteries, and sure enough, it had killed the tripwire. But we had the REM pod go off. I mean, there was a lot of stuff that went off, and that doll went off repetitively. And then another person that was with me had an LED, like a filming light, and we started asking questions. Do you want us to play the music again? That light, fully charged, attached to a battery, started flashing in response, direct responses to us.
So, you know, it is very important to be positive. That's what we want to talk today. Be positive, love one another, you know, help one another. And right now I'm talking to all you seasoned veterans of the paranormal that you guys need to, I don't know, how do I word this? Be a little nicer to the newbies, because we're all searching for the same answers, okay? You never know what new person in the paranormal, we'll be that person that comes up with that new idea, that new concept, that new piece of equipment, you know. So let's be a little nicer to the newbies. I like to embrace them, give them a big hug. You know, we got a team here, SD Paranormal. They're fairly new. You know, we just want to make sure that they, you know, one, always progress forward, have a good time. You know, use common sense.
It's not that common, but you are born with it. Let's tap into it.
Yeah.
I'm born, and I'm gonna tell you how it is. I don't sugarcoat. I mean, I will sugarcoat. I mean, but do I have to?
You don't have to sugarcoat.
Awesome, let's go.
I'm happy. But no, I mean, I love the paranormal. Everybody has a unique story and why they got into the paranormal. Mine is a little different than everybody else's. I really didn't want to get into the paranormal. It eventually was like, yo, bro, you don't have a choice. But, you know, let's just embrace each other, love each other, have a good time, work with each other. There's too much negativity right now in the paranormal field. And I mean, it's even caused me and Brie lately to just take a step back and, you know, reevaluate everything and, you know, take a different course, you know, and we want to shed light on positivity in the community, you know, with our interactions with people, with what we do on social media, with what we film and everything. And I think that's important. What do you think?
Oh, it's extremely important. I mean, there's not a day that goes by you can't open up, I mean, the book of faces, and you see somebody going to war with somebody else. And because this person is pissed at this person, you see all these people running to this person's side. And then you see all these people running over here to defend, you know, person B. What are we doing? You guys, okay, let's think about this. Let's really, really put our thinking caps on this and let's zero in on it. Like, we're no longer a white trash society. For how long was it like, you know,
Yeah, we're mainstream now.
you don't talk about it. I mean, look at the ground that Jason Hawes, Dustin Perry, Brian J. Cano, Mike Rick Seeker, Heather Taddy, Nick freaking Groff have broken for us to be having paracons, for us to be able to raise up and do what needs to be done. I mean, how many families have teams been able to go and help? You know, we've got locations that are now saying, yo, there's a dude hanging in a noose in my closet, and I've got little kids running around in the basement. And yo, if you guys want to come and like just pay like $100 or $50, you can spend the night. I don't care how many people you've got. We didn't have this 20 years ago. 20 years ago, it was kind of taboo. But what are we doing with all the infighting and all the negativity? Y'all, I'm kind of liking my single family home with the white picket fence and 2.5 freaking kids. Don't kick me back to the damn trailer. Cut your shit out. I mean, seriously, like, look at it. What are we doing to ourselves? Let's be positive. Let's start loving each other. We're all doing this and hopefully doing it with the same intention. We want to understand. We want to help the family that's got the children terrified sleeping in their bed every night because their children don't understand that they've got abilities and they can see. Mom and dad can't, but this little girl can. And we're able to go in now and help families. What are we doing when we're being negative? We're going to make people go, you know what? I'll just suck it up and throw my kid on a shit ton of medication. What is that resolving? What kind of issues are you now giving to your child? You know, if we're showing positivity and we're doing everything, like we're all after the same thing, we're gonna do it differently. That's the beauty of what we're doing. We don't have to have a carbon copy. It's not a cutout book. Think outside of the box. You know what? Throw the damn box in the damn recycling at this point and let's start being positive.
Throw that box away, please. Just throw it away.
We don't need the box. Don't put us in a box. Like, let's be positive. Let's when you see somebody doing good, yo, bro, I'm proud of you. I didn't think of that. Is it all right if I go and try this on my next investigation?
Absolutely.
All right, cool. Is it that hard to do?
Evidently it is.
I mean, I could really get verbal on this, but you don't want me going there. It really breaks my heart because you guys have to understand, when I got into the paranormal, I had gone through a really ugly divorce. And my 2 older kids encouraged me to pursue my passion. I had raised them watching TAPS, watching the show that goes without being mentioned. I raised them on this, and they're like, Mom, we know you've got giftings and you've got abilities. We do too. Go find yourself. Go love yourself.
What did you find?
Dude, I'm a freaking badass. I can go and spend the night at haunted locations, and I can help people, and I can make friends, and there's a bunch of weirdos out there and freaks like me. Right. How you doing?
How you doing? So yeah, I challenge all the veterans to reach out to 1 or 2 new teams, help them out, take them under your wing, just be positive. Be positive. They might disagree with you, and that is okay. The whole point of the paranormal is to come together, have conversations, listen to each other. You might learn something from that newbie. Holy crap.
Just because you walk on
There's a
water.
concept.
Oh yeah. And just because you walk on water in the shower doesn't mean you're the next coming of Jesus Christ and you know it all. The last I checked, we all are still learning.
Wait.
I've been telling you this since we got together. This is not a new concept. Don't even start right now.
I do walk on water.
But it's the shower. It don't count.
You sure?
You ain't Chris Angel.
Does it count?
No.
It counts.
No,
Right?
no. But guys, damn, I'm getting overthrown over here. You're throwing me under the bus. See what happens tonight with you. So here's the deal. But no, seriously, we're all supposed to be learning together. There's going to be new concepts. And we can't shut ourselves off. We can't have the blinders. I'll be honest, the paranormal has ripped my blinders off. I was a pastor's wife. I was a youth pastor. Yeah, you guys didn't expect that one, did you? That's my secret. But, you don't know who's coming in behind you. You don't know who's starting their team. And who's going to need the mentoring and the love. And I know that's hard for some of us to do, to say, hey, I love you, but this is where you embrace it and you push your limits and you say, I can do this. And you start showing love to others. And you start showing them, guess what? You can do this. This is how we raise money for our team to go into locations. This is how you work with a family that is having their child terrorized. And you know what? That person that you're now mentoring and you're loving on, they might have an amazing concept one day for a new piece of equipment or a new way to investigate. And you might not like it, but that's where you sit down and you have a hard conversation and you don't make them feel less than. And you go, you know what? Hold on, let me write this down and think this over because maybe it could work. Be positive. Start encouraging each other. Lift each other up. It's not that hard to do.
100%. 100%. Does anybody have any questions for us? Yes.
You're beautiful.
I know, thank you.
I think she was talking to me.
She was.
She totally was.
I was talking
Oh, see both of us. So,
If you guys are here today and you're hanging around, make sure that you go to the Wildwood table, to the Ross house, to the Bel Air house. I encourage you guys to go check out these locations. They are all wonderful places.
Oh, 100%.
They will give you different experiences. Wildwood and Bel Air House is what we call true haunts.
110%.
That's because you can experience anything and everything there at this location. So,
Fully. Yeah.
wonderful people, you know. Kristen is amazing, Cindy's amazing, and of course Brooke and Zach. I mean, they're all right.
Dude, don't be talking smack about my brother and sister. I'll throw this mic at you real damn quick. With a smile, I'm like, I love you.
If you're ever in Northeast Indiana, hit us up. We always like to collab and work with people.
Oh, yeah. Completely, yeah. I mean, more the merrier. I mean, this is our area and you can't tread on it. I mean, there's plenty of locations and more locations. Like I said, they're coming to light. They're opening up their doors. The Ross House has only been here for 2 years. I mean, I highly, highly recommend if you can get to the Ross House. Cindy will definitely love you. Cindy will make your stay worthwhile. I mean, she will go above and beyond to make sure that you're accommodated, to help you, to answer any questions. If you want the history, she'll give it to you. And what's great is you guys could make it a double header because Bel Air House is right around the corner.
Yeah, it's like, what, 3 blocks away?
If that, you guys can walk back and forth. I mean, why not book both in one night? Or you could do one night, one the next. I mean, and here's the cool thing, that this is where thinking outside the box comes into play. What if what's at Bel Air kind of goes over to Ross, or what's at Ross goes to Bel Air? This would be a great time for a team to go in and figure that out. I mean, think outside of the box. How can an area affect houses not even 3 blocks away from each other?
Right. No, absolutely. I mean, we've done the experiments from between the Monroe House to Blackford County Jail, and it was mind blowing. So.
Well, when I did remotely paranormal, you know, we found that Tommy from Wildwood actually goes to Hinsdale. There's a portal. When I was there for the collab, Dr. Perry has actually like taken me under his wing. I got like a family connection there now. Like, it's really cool. Totally go to Wildwood, you guys. My little plug. But Dr. Perry goes to Hinsdale. Like, they go back and forth, you guys. And when you look at a map, Hinsdale and Wildwood are practically a straight line. This is where thinking outside of the box comes massively into play with locations. Look at how you can utilize your time and your finances and how you can help these locations, especially the ones that are truly restoring and trying to bring it back to where it needs to be.
Let's talk about Dr. Perry.
All right.
What did you do to piss him off?
All right. So see, you guys got your drinks and your snacks, your comfy clothes. So see, what had happened was, you know it's gonna be good when you go happen. All right, that's the ghetto version. Like, okay, let's sit down and talk. But so see, what had happened was when Chris Smith and when Chris Smith and I did our first collab, and I was at Wildwood. Wildwood's actually the birthplace of remotely paranormal. That's why there's nothing I won't do for this location. They've become, honestly, like family to Nick and I. But he was like, bring a trigger object. So if you don't know, if you missed the talk, Wildwood was state forced to be a TB facility. All right, 2 doctors, you got Perry and Hendrickson? Yeah, Hendrickson. I always like stumble over that one, sorry. But, so Chris is like, hey, we're a really cool outfit, you know, like bring something trigger. You know, let's see if we can get communication, because that's where as investigators we're supposed to think outside the box. And there's 3 scenarios. Either you're not gonna get a response, they're gonna go, oh my God, you're one of us, and this is freaking amazing, and they're not gonna shut up, or you're really gonna piss them off and some shit's gonna go down. I wore a 1940s nurse's uniform, and I pissed them off.
That you did.
Yeah. So I had to go, when I was back with Remotely Paranormal, and have a conversation, and say, I'm sorry, but they love me. Like, the nurses will literally, when I'm staying there, they'll tuck me into bed now. Tommy thinks it's hilarious to mess with my equipment. He took the Wi-Fi out. Completely. It lasted for remotely paranormal. I apologize to Dr. Perry. Dr. Perry actually started following me around the house. I had 3 patients show up. And next thing you know, my Wi-Fi goes, and I'm on TikTok stuttering. I'm literally time warping through the house. It was great. No. But it was still kind of funny. But trigger objects are good to have. But
They are. Think outside the box. If you come over to the table, you'll see a little toy right there. People always ask, what the hell is that? And as the Simon says, but it's motion activated. You know, $20 on Amazon. It's something outside the box. Right now, it's not labeled paranormal equipment, so it's not marked up 500%. But yeah, think outside the box.
We need those Benjamins. We got an electric bill to pay, baby.
No electric bill. No.
But you know, thank you guys. Thank you guys for coming out. Thanks to Pittsburgh. Wow, beautiful town. Thanks to Bump of the Night Society for putting this together. I don't know what she's doing, but this can't be good. It's never good. I'm not dancing, babe.
You love me. Just smile and nod.
What did you tell him to do?
My halo's straight right now. My horns are holding it up. Don't make it slip.
Oh, Lord. All right.
Dance or else.
What did you say?
I said dance or else.
I'm not dancing. No way, babe.
So we appreciate every single one of you guys that are here today, helping to raise money for an amazing cause. We both have been affected by parents of some sort passing due to cancer. And if you don't know, one day to remember what they do is they take a family in need and they give them that day to remember because it's a parent that has been diagnosed with cancer, terminal. So all proceeds from the raffle in the back and the investigation and any donations, you guys, know that you are helping a family that desperately does need these last moments memorized.
Yeah, cancer is no joke, and I was affected twice last year, losing my stepfather and an uncle in a matter of 4 weeks from cancer. Any second that you can spend with a loved one towards the end is priceless. So this is an amazing foundation, and we're honored to be here to help out Bump of the Night Society. So.
Hey, we got our camp. You ready to say goodbye? You ready?
Let's do it, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, now guys, if you watch what I do when I'm on location, this is bringing positivity. I want everybody up. I need everybody up. He's gonna run and hide. Come on, get up. Everybody up. Really? Nobody's, come on. Let's have fun. This is called raising the vibration. If you pay attention, we're gonna do the Cupid Shuffle, baby. Let me see.
and gentlemen, let's give it up for Nick and Brie, Old World Paranormal Society. Coming up here in about 5 minutes, we have Kristen Lee, owner of the Bel Air House, coming up here in 5 minutes. Remember, we're trying to hit $2,500 today. We're raising funds for one day to remember. Go ahead and purchase those gift baskets, raffle tickets. Also, we have that